So I bought this 99 Audi A4. I don't even think it was a couple years ago. The reason I bought it was just to have a spare car, because I need spare cars. Really, it's for my kids in case they needed to borrow a car. I would have it, and it was safe and reliable. Not reliable, I should say, economical, and it didn't cost me really anything. You can get these cars for, people give them away. They're just sick of dumping money into these German cars because they're so expensive to work on. So I bought it for like $1,800, and it had 150 some thousand miles on it. It ran great. Had some weird issues. The more I drove it, the more issues I've had. It leaks water through the base of the windshield. I think the guy that had it before me decided to pull the windshield out at some point. I don't know what happened, but whenever it rains, the floorboards fill up with water. I don't really think that's a good thing, but this car does that. The other thing that it does, it doesn't like to start after you drive it, and it kind of acts like a carbureted car that's vapor locked. So you get in there and it just turns over. It will not start. Put the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor and it'll start. I don't know why. The other problem it had, it leaks gas pretty badly, and it's gotten worse. I don't think it did it when I first got it, but it started leaking gas pretty bad. So I was going to try to fix. I didn't really care about it not starting because it would start for me. But I wanted to fix the gas leak. The clutch is kind of getting to where it needs to be replaced, and I wanted to fix the windshield. Well, we decided to put these new tires on it, or these different wheels. These are my brother-in-law's old rims from his newer A4, and the tires were not really good for winter, and this car stood through a stop sign and hit a light pole, and as you can imagine, the light pole won. So I hate to give up on this car just because I think it's a super cool little car. It's got a manual transmission. It's really fun to drive, even though it has no horsepower really, but it's still pretty fun to drive. I don't know what else happened in the accident, but this does not look good to me. This is like cracked and broken. You can kind of see it's bent. I think it hit a curb. A smart guy would donate this car to charity and take it as a write-off, or take it down to the junkyard and get the $500 scrap for it. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and make it drivable, and I don't care what it looks like. I have a hood for it that's in good condition. I have a headlight for it. I will take this bumper off. Christian and I spent a lot of time trying to get the hood open, which didn't go very well, but we did finally get it open, and now I got it to latch again. Let's see if we can get it to pop open. No, I didn't think so. So that's not going to do anything. Maybe it did. Oh, all right. So here's what we have going on. Fan is into the radiator because when it hit, this radiator support is plastic. So what I'm going to do is take the bumper off, and these pop up and spray the headlights. It's got driving lights on it, so there's some stuff I got to get out. I just want to try to yank this out and see if I can get it to start so that the fan can turn. It's got this fan and the other cooling fan that comes on, the electric fan that comes on after you shut it off. Both need more clearance. But this is all bent. It did a pretty good amount of damage on the car. It's not worth spending the time on when I have all these other cool cars to work on, but unfortunately for me, I have this disease of trying to fix things that are broken. So this thing's broken, and I'm going to try to keep it on the road. Just skip ahead to the next video because I'm sure no one has interest in this A4, this 2000 or this 99 A4. But if you like Audis, the other goal was to get an old B5 S4, and we can use this for parts for that because it's got the manual transmission and everything. So maybe it'll be just sitting around here as a parts car. It's definitely going to be a parts car for my 98 A4 wagon. So I don't know. I got nothing better to do. I have a lot better to do, but this is what I'm working on for now. things I've ever had to do in my entire life. So the real trick is you have a bolt going through here. This long bolt goes through here and through this guy. And you can see that's not how they're supposed to be. So this is obviously bent over this way pretty bad. I can take those off. These cars just don't do well. They're designed to crumble, I guess. So, but I wonder. I do have a friendly persuader. I mean, it's just destroyed. That's got to come back out as well. Huh. It's always good when the car absorbs the impact instead of the person, right? Hopefully, it's kind of weird that it took this much of a shot and the airbags didn't go off. Probably heading to the junkyard for this little guy. If I grab onto that and pull it out, it's probably just going to break it off. But I'm assuming these should be perpendicular, straight out from the car. Well, yeah, you can see that one went in as well. It's pretty crazy that that one did that. Dead battery. I do have some baking soda I could put on here. All right. Now what were we doing? I don't think that did much good. That's definitely better. So I got the Audi turned around over here, and I'm going to try to get the chain on here and here and just give it a little tug without hitting that pole. That might be my last ditch effort for this thing. It's really it's not looking good for it because this is the front of the frame, and that really needs to become perpendicular, which I don't. This might do it, and I'm going to do the same thing to this one. It's not quite as bad, but you know, actually I was going to take this headlight out first, so let me do that real quick. Taking this out because I don't want to damage it, potentially use it for my black Audi. That was fun. Goat head farm auto body. Kind of the wrong way. I kind of wanted it to go this way, but the more damage I do, the more chance there is that this thing can go to the junkyard instead of. Sure did anything. Broke that on film. I can get on that now, so it did actually did a little bit. I'm a little too close to that pole though. The other test is a fan. I mean, it definitely did a little bit. Perpendicular. If I'm this way, it's going to push it back more that way. I need to buy more XJs and less Audis. It's actually kind of getting it. I take this thing for a drive tonight. I shouldn't have said that. Dang it, I shouldn't have said that. It's actually looking good. I don't know. That might be good. Kind of using this as a gauge because I couldn't get this in there before. It was so far over here I couldn't get my socket in there, but now it fits in there nicely on all. I couldn't get to this one either. It was so bent over there, but I think we're still a little bit bent. I don't know what to use as a gauge. This fan wouldn't turn. Now it's not running at all, rubbing at all. This has gone back together. Maybe I should leave it alone, because I can always go more, but it's going to be really hard to go the other way. Then I want to get on this one and do the same thing, but I'm going to be going across this radiator, which I don't like. Don't let me drive this thing without putting antifreeze in it, please. I'm going to give it one more little tug. And do one more. That's better, I think. Maybe we call it good right there, huh? Fan turns. This stuff's all kind of falling back into place. It definitely looks a lot better. I think this needs to come over a little bit more still. Now I can take these out, put all this back together, put them back in. Well, let's go see if she'll go for a little drive. I'm going to put antifreeze in it, but first I want to see if the hood, if I can get the hood to latch. Bueno. Now we'll unlatch. Everybody, I want you to say thank you to the black Jeep. Once again, my best tool in my tool shed, my sharpest tool in my tool shed. I'm not the sharpest. It's like a brand new car. I'm gonna probably list this. It's never been in an accident. Ford and Chrysler, GM, and all other makes and models, 95 and earlier. Why does it matter? This stuff doesn't care. Mixes with any color. But I don't think I have any of that. Where did I get that from? Peak. Guaranteed, do not add water. All vehicles. There we go. What? Explain to me why there's different coolants. Okay, I'm going to charge the battery and put some coolant in here, and then we'll see. Maybe we'll go for a drive. On. All my lights are on. That's good. That's how I like my cars to run, with all the lights on. I honestly did not think I would ever drive this car again. I don't know if it's in a place where I would consider it a reliable car again, but I mean, it seems like it's doing pretty good. So I'm surprised that what I did was effective. So I've got a new hood for it. I don't know if I want to put the money into it to get oh, the seat heater's on it. It feels really good. But yeah, cruising the Audi around the neighborhood. A nice, what is it, spring day.